Hello and welcome to the next MSI 2023 preview video where we're going to cover Rainbow 7 from Latin America. Somebody in the comment section yesterday asked where the Rainbow 7 video was, so that's what I decided to do next. I'm thinking JDG tomorrow and DFM on Thursday. This video is going to be short. Rainbow 7 is going to be one of the most inexperienced, if not in the end, the most inexperienced team at MSI 2023. Their coach is, I'm going to go with Kim. I don't know how that's pronounced. I think he's Argentinian. Could be wrong. I don't know how that's pronounced in Spanish. Regardless, I know they're a former player, but they have no coaching experience internationally. So this is a first for them. In the top lane, we have Bong. Bong is a Korean import. He played with Nasser Esports Turkey. I've mentioned him a couple times in the last couple weeks here. I think he is very talented. Now, these numbers do not check out with that talent that he expressed in Turkey, but I digress. 4 KDA, 7.3 CS per minute, 55.2 KP. So he is not keeping up with his fellow top laners. Even at this level of play, which is concerning because Latin America probably is going to be the worst team at MSI as well, at least as far as history would indicate. 357 gold per minute, 482 damage per minute, 3 solo kills. I think they may have played 19 games, if I'm not mistaken. On average at 15 minutes, laning is pretty much even with other Latin American tops. No gold diff, a couple CS down, and 150 XP down. I would like to think Bong is a lot better than this, and maybe he is meta dependent, and that's why he never got an opportunity in the LCK. I remember last year when I looked at his stats when he was in Turkey and I did my minor region power rankings, he came up a lot. And it was because on Akali and Gwen and Camille and things like that, he was disgusting. And maybe he is a one-dimensional top laner, and this past meta has not fit that playstyle. So maybe he just can't facilitate. He's not a good facilitator. Adi in the jungle is the only player on the team that has international experience. One of the most storied players in Latin America. 22 and 23 in his career. 2.15 KDA, 4.41 CS per minute, 66.8 KP. We have to keep in mind that he is older. So some of these stats are nerfed because we're looking at metas from 2017 and even 2016 to determine these stats. So it was a very different game back then. However, I will say he's definitely more facilitator oriented based on this. 324 gold per minute, 261 damage per minute. 5 solo kills in these 45 games, and he did keep up in his matchups, right? So, never getting to the main event at Worlds, but the play-in numbers and the MSI numbers check out. I mean, only down 50 gold, 1 CS, and up 100 XP. He keeps up in the first 15 minutes, so don't expect Adi to end up behind in terms of gameplay internationally. At least historically in his prime, he was able to keep up. Between 2017 and 2019, he went to Worlds twice, was out in play-ins, and went to MSI in 17, 18, and 19, and finished, out of Rumble stage. They didn't get to Rumble stage. So, making his return, this might be his last run. I think of how Seiya went on his last run at Worlds last year from Latin America. Seiya, one of the best players, actually the best Latin American player ever. At least internationally and accolades and all that jazz. Maybe this is Adi's last go. His numbers in the LLA playoffs were solid. 5.8 KDA, 5.4 CS per minute, 73 KP. So he makes things happen at over 70%, which is good. And then is keeping up in farm. Doesn't die a lot. 337 gold per minute, 287 damage per minute. No solo kills in his Latin American playoffs. He was down about 170 gold, a couple farm, and XP was even, so he keeps up in his matchups still, at least domestically, and finds opportunities to make things happen, and really that's all you can ask for out of a jungler. Myru in mid lane is a Korean import. Myru is formerly of T1 in HLE. Played with T1's, academy system. No international experience. These numbers remind me of Tinone, so I went over yesterday, or a couple days ago. 4.6 KDA, 8.4 CS per minute, 75.7 KP. So, giving up farm. I say this all the time. You're giving up farm in mid lane. You better be making something happen. A lot of, the Brazil video always does well, and there are a lot of comments about Tinones, and well, he plays for his lanes and this and that. And it's true. In my room, I say the same thing. You don't have to match farm if you're finding something else. In terms of, are you going to top lane and executing a dive successfully? Are you going bot lane and are you executing a dive? Or are you ganking? Or are you at least creating pressure to force the bot lane off of the minions so they're losing XP, they're losing farm, and it offsets? If you don't, then, getting behind ain't worth it, right? And 75.7 KP indicates to me that he and Adi are going around the rift and making sure they're involved, which is a really big thing. 420 gold per minute, over 700 damage per minute in the LLA playoffs. So we also have to respect that. He is aggressive. He will deal his damage. He gets his licks in, despite the farm being the way it is. You have to keep that in mind. I think that this guy actually is doing the facilitator role very well, at least based off of these stats. 9 solo kills. On average, he's up at 15 minutes as well. Now, remember, this is in Latin America, but 340 gold up, 9 CS, and 260 XP. So to me, I don't think he is going to get behind in laning phase on average. I think that he's going to be able to find a way, if he gets a little bit behind in farm, to offset that by making a play or forcing somebody else to lose farm on the opposition, and it all washes out. CEO, the 80 carry. I don't love these numbers. 5.3 KDA, 9.3 CS per minute, 66.5 KP. So on average, he's behind in his own matchup. You'd like to be 10, especially in a domestic league, in a minor region, because you are going to be against the best in the world, right? So you're looking at Rainbow 7. This team has to play BLG. It might have to play BDS or Golden Guardians. Even Golden Guardians, like, you need this is not going to work. Like, you need to find farm. 66.5 KP, 435 gold per minute, 625 damage per minute, 3 solo kills, and also concerning, on average down 360 gold, 7 CS, and 90 XP. So he is behind in his matchups domestically. That is a concern. You need to keep up domestically. If you do not keep up domestically, 7 CS, people might say that's not a lot. 350 gold, maybe not huge, but that's on the average. So some games it could be, a pickaxe. In some games it might be nothing. But a pickaxe is a big deal, right? And if it's domestically a pickaxe, what is it going to be against Elk? What is it going to be against Crowny? Or even Waco, or whomever comes out of Vietnam, and Root and the like. So, in my opinion, I think he's going to have to step it up. And then alongside him is Lions. Lions is I messed up in my Brazil video. Mentally I swapped Cios and Lions. Cios has been around a long time in Brazil. Someone corrected me in the comment section. Lions, very raw. This is his first split where Games of Legends are even tracking his stats. 5 KDA, 70.8 KP, 2.7 vision score per minute, 1.7 wards per minute, clears about 1 ward every other minute, and 1 vision ward every 3 minutes. So gets his vision down, which is pretty good. He's a rookie. I don't know what my expectation should be really for him, because he is a rookie. I've never seen him play. Keep in mind, I have not watched any of these guys play. I think that you have to also, consider when players go to an international event for the first time, they may shit the bed. And we shouldn't condemn them for doing that because it is their first time in a very big moment away from home. In a very, very, all eyes are on you, right? And this is what they live for, but at the same time, it can take time to get used to that. Not everybody is built for the limelight like that. And, you know, Lion, CEO, Bong, and even Myru are going to have to face the music, and Adi is going to have to help them with that. Which that's a lot of pressure for him. Good thing he's the jungler. He's probably the shot caller as well. So with that in mind, we'll figure out what Rainbow 7 does. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube supporter. And thank you for watching.